It is release week, if I am remembering my dates correctly. Everything should be released pretty soon. Before I fast forward into tomorrow, realize that I probably should be feeding my chickens, or they just might not make it till tomorrow. At least some of them. Heck of a lot of food. 4,000 liters. 4,000 liters. Hey Dave, GoldenEye, David, what's everybody doing tonight? Hey Big Farm UK. I should probably turn traffic back on. I turned it off because I was using Follow Me, getting the harvesters across the map. Didn't need traffic doing any kind of craziness. Got our barley field caught up. We're up working on what field it was? Field 5, harvesting some oats. Leaving a nice windrow for our straw. Probably just saw the baler there. We're going to be baling up straw. There we go. That'll keep our cows good for a while. So, like I said, we've got a harvester up there on field 5. Really hope in 21 they make it so headers do like these with the Kloss DLC, where they just kind of grab the header. I didn't know that. Go up and check that out. Oh, look at that. I did not even know that. No. Trying to think what That this map? No idea what map that could possibly be. Not Emerald Coast, that's for sure. I had no idea. That's pretty cool. Well, cattle and crops is still it's still a work in progress for sure. Sneak by here and loop around. Empty you out. I mean, I've got cattle and crops myself. Turned it on once, right when they did early access for those that contributed to the project or whatever. And, well, I had graphics issues. It was like all black screen. I know they fixed it in an update. I'm pretty sure I went in and just verified that it was fixed in an update. But really, to be honest, I haven't really been that interested in firing it up any more than that. We're not going to get this hired worker started until tomorrow. Leave him there. And turn you off. At least empty it. Remember, we staged this tractor up here. Shut that down. Go fast forward to tomorrow. Do 11 hours. Oh no, it's raining. Oh no. Well, let's see. Wonder what that did to our straw. Oh, look at that. So much of it is gone. Oh well. Let that be a lesson to everyone. Don't let your straw get rained on. So yeah, I think once the map releases to the public, I think we're going to set up a multiplayer server. There doesn't seem to be much activity on the Nebraska land server. I think we'll just swap that map out. This map, I think, will play very well towards a multiplayer scenario with all the production going on. But I wasn't too worried about losing all this straw. I mean, we own the whole map. There's a whole boatload of straw potential. What's Darren doing tonight? I guess I'm going to need a straw blower. Something. For the animals. Hey, Maddie, what's up? Oh, I think they're EU. I don't know how you would pronounce that. EU. Hey, Raz, what's up? Let's go check. I doubt it's going to take straw bales. But in a beautiful world, it would. Let's go find out. Probably up there by the shed. Probably over here. All right, well, that answers that question. Oh, by the way, I think I know what happened here. This thing happened, I think, when we put this bale stack down. See, it doesn't go all the way over. It just goes to kind of here. So that's my thinking is that when I put that bale stack down, it did some terrain leveling that caused that to happen. Oh, the night shift. Changing shifts can be a pain, I'm sure. I never had to do it myself. Yeah, I think placing that stack there changed it. I'd end up messing it up more. I'm sure I'd end up messing it up even more. Oh, that would be interesting. To have a, yeah, like when you place it down, like maybe have one, you know, one color square would be where it goes, and another color square would be maybe the area around it that's affected by leveling or something. Yeah, it's pretty much a Kloss farm. We started, kind of started, I guess, showing this map off around when the Kloss DLC came out, and I thought, well, what the heck? Just keep buying Kloss stuff. Might probably isn't accurate for the area, but what you gonna do? Do you have a tracking? Do you have tracking information on your wheel and pedals yet, Raz? Is it going to be this week? Is it going to be another week? It's coming from California. It'll probably take a week to get here. Then it'll be in the weekend. Then you'll have to wait another whole week. Oh, Wednesday, just in time. Here we'll be able to see the difference from when the windrow got rained on. There it got rained on. Dude, that's what it was beforehand. Yeah, we lost a lot. Well, I've got an idea that probably Giants doesn't do too much first-person driving when they do testing. The reason I say that is, if you remember, one of the big Bud mods that came out basically had the interior glass was messed up, and they had to basically fix it and re-release it the very next day. Clearly, anybody that would have put it in game and gotten in the cab would have noticed it right away. Hey, Genetic, what's up? Yeah, I think that was probably one of the keyboard steering mods. And when you hit reverse, the camera would change. I think what would be cool would be if well, you know, these side panels, these side displays, if they actually had other functions. I don't know. They had the ROPA thing in what, you know, around April, May time frame. I don't know what else. What else would there be? Are we really missing anything? Yeah, that was definitely one of the keyboard steering mods. Hey DB, what's up? where's the other harvester? He needs to be emptied. Both really need to be emptied. Hey, Boris, what's up? They've been having server issues. Saw one of the pretty consistent Red Dead YouTube folks put a message out talking about having people do their dailies and such. And I guess I didn't know if it was a joke, but I guess it probably is. But like the first thing was play for an hour without getting disconnected. And it was a couple other things. Well, it would, if it's set up as alfalfa, probably not. If it's set up as grass, you're going to turn around and stop. You're going to detect that there's boats there. Like he just might. Vegetable ware. Vegetable. Where's the vegetable warehouse? Oh. Right down there. Didn't know this was called the vegetable warehouse. Not a bad little income. let's see. We've got the big canola field. Got the sunflower field ready to harvest. That's it. $37. Canola. We're not going to do 26. I did 26 on a different map save. Just a big field. Nothing too exciting about that one. Well, thanks, Boris. We'll have the video for this one will come out on the 25th. Basically, as soon as I get word that the map has been publicly released, I'll drop the download link in the description and release it. The vegetable warehouse, well, there's a sell point there, and then there's a buy point over here where you can buy animal food. We'll get the straw off of this field. And take care of a couple items. We'll fast forward to mid-autumn. We should have some more things come due for harvest. Yeah, you could. I never end up thinking about it. You definitely use follow me on the baler and have that also do that in one pass, basically. This is just on a 2-day, just so that we can get through fairly quick. You need grain for this. Specifically wheat, barley, oat, canola, corn. Okay, let's go take. Gonna look before I dump my oats. Gonna dump some oats in there and make some seed. I don't even know how much that seed maker holds. Hey, Crestwood Rocks, what's up? Just to see if it holds 45,000. Probably not. Oh, it holds 20,000. Farming 8574. I've got, well, not really that many. Might have. Well, there's a caveat. Probably have about 7, but 5 of them probably don't count much. Four or 5 of them don't count for much. I basically only play 2 maps. I play this map, and I play Emerald Coast. I don't know why I'm going over there. Stop it here. Play this map and Emerald Coast. Those are the only 2 active game saves I have. The rest are various game saves related to either seasons testing that I've done. I just haven't bothered with deleting them. I might still have the course play save game that I did. Definitely have a mod testing game save. Some people, I think, have the idea that I play all the maps that I do videos on, and that is far from the case. In fact, most game saves for maps that I do a video on, they get deleted within probably 5 minutes of me closing the game. Yeah, you can really see the effects of the rain. You can see the 2 windrows that didn't get rained on. How many bales have that? And then that whole upper section of the field that did get rained on. Hardly no bales up there. Boris, I've got several. I've got a whole series. This is a standard size map. There's the PDA. Basically, I'm moving way too fast across the field. 12 miles per hour for this to be anything more than a standard size map. And I want to get the potatoes so we can get some pigs. What I want to do. And now they've changed it a bit. It used to be, I don't even know where it used to be. This course generation thing used to be over here somewhere. Used to be on a different tab. I know I was kind of annoyed when I saw that they changed it. Thanks for the sub, EU. David, you can use the conveyor belt. So the all the global company stuff, the conveyor belts work. You can just use the in-game conveyor belts to move anything that's in a heap when it's related to global company. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Actually, about 60% of my views come from non-subs, which is kind of funny. Well, it's not my map to publish, but it's supposed to be coming out on Friday. I think Friday the 25th, whatever the day the 25th is. But since we did have straw that vanished from the fields, we know this map does indeed have the seasons mask. Not like some other maps that recently got released. It might lead you to believe it had season support. Hey, old time Dave, what's up? Just run this back and get these straw bales off the field. Oh, are they working on some trucks? There's a link to Mr. Hector's Facebook in the description. If you don't already know where that is, or what his page is. We got 2,000 liters of seed made up. So yeah, you see I've got the belt here, this belt. That's how I picked up the manure. Put the manure somewhere. Maybe I put it in there. I don't remember. There you go. Picked up some fertilizer. Just used the belts. Well, you didn't add that caveat to your question. Not that slow to load. I mean, I guess you can mod it and make the load speed faster. Oh. Farming, no, I don't. Used to. Many years ago. It's probably faster than using a bucket. It's all relative. Oh, I think he'll do more. I mean, he was never switching over. I just thought it was interesting logic to go for a 16x map to test out a system. Kind of makes sense from a console player's perspective. The party line usually goes that consoles don't get 4X maps because they don't have the capability of running it. So if you take that logic, then it would take a really good computer to run a 16x map because it's just that much bigger than 4x. The reality is it's not the size of the map, it's how you use it. Oh, I did say it that way. No, it's how it's decorated out. So by the very nature that map is nearly completely barren, it's actually pretty light on the system. Doesn't really require a lot of memory, both at the graphics card or in your RAM, because it's really not loading a whole bunch of textures. So the more detailed a map is, that's where you need a higher end system. The maps like Nebraska lands that are not only just 4X but have a whole lot of stuff going on with them, a whole lot of different layers, a whole lot of different stuff. But, you know, like I said, the logic makes sense if you think at it from a perspective of a console player who pretty much has always heard that, you know, you can't put 4X map on a console because it takes too many resources. And a 4X map is 4 times the size of a standard map. So a 16X map being 8 times the size of a standard map, well, then it must take up even more resources. So it kind of makes sense. But it is a shame if he got, you know, a whole bunch of grief from the console players over it. Alright, later, Raz. Well, yeah, there's a limit because consoles are literally, they're starving for memory. They don't have enough. They've never had enough. I looked it up about a week or two ago. I think the PS4 Pro, maybe the PS4, maybe not the Pro. But one of the two. I mean, it's only got 8 gigs of memory. That's it. 8. And you might not be able to read it because of my my little logo. That still might be hard to read, but you can see the put some stats up in the upper left corner. I mean, right now I'm using 10 gigs. Between OBS and Discord and YouTube being up to watch the stream, the game, I've got 10. So I'm already using 2 more than consoles have. So they're starved for memory. And everything you, every new bit of, every model you load, so every tractor, every trailer, every bale, every pallet, every building, everything and anything that's on a map that you either interact with or don't interact with loads a 3D model. That 3D model has textures. Those textures need to go into memory, either your graphics card's memory or your system memory. It's just a matter of resource utilization. Now, the newer consoles will be in a better place, but they're basically configuration locked for the next, what, 6-7 years. So I don't even know what the specs are supposedly going to be, but you know, the new consoles, when they come out in the fall, they're going to be comparable to maybe a mid-range gaming computer, maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't really have anything, I don't have anything against consoles. I don't have any, but, well, we got our kid a Switch. I guess we have one. But I mean, if they laid into him for doing a little video on PC, then why do they not lay into the PC player that's played on a PC for years, and then as of late runs out and grabs a console to, in my opinion, clearly try to capitalize on the console player base. I mean, that seems to be, they're not, are they jumping on them? At the end of the day, the game's the game. You play on PC or console, does it really matter? I don't think it does. I started watching I started watching Steely Pete in 17 for the most part because I was enthralled with the ingenuity of console players, of the solutions that they came up with. As a PC player, there's probably a mod for that. The whole there's an app for everything. There's probably a mod for something to fix every problem that you may ever want. But for consoles, there isn't such a ready availability of mods, so you really get to see some interesting ways of getting around age-old dilemmas, so to speak. But yeah, he may not realize it yet. Hopefully he realizes and marries the two together to really enhance his console content. So, you know, his map videos, I'll watch his video after I've recorded mine, so I don't have to worry about his opinions bleeding over into my spouting of stuff. But you know, in the PC world, I can hit F5 and I can see triggers. I don't really have to guess where things are. I can just kind of hit F5 and just see. You can see that those gates there have triggers on them, because I can see them. Console world, you can't do that. But what, I mean, it takes some more time. It take a little bit more time to do. But what he could do is he could do a reconnaissance on his PC of the map and do a little cheating, if you will, if you want to call it that. I basically see where the straw trigger is. Like, I can see the straw triggers in there. Just because I know what to look for. And then use that information for the console video, playing on the console, but using that information that he gathered as a result of being able to fire the map up in PC, or being able to fire the mod up on a PC, or to, you know, download the zip file. Like, for example, the map, that the Hills of Slovenia map that didn't have the snow mask. You know, you can download that, open it up on the PC, see if it has a snow mask or not, and then you know what it has or doesn't have when you move it over to the console to record the video. Another potential with just opening up mods and just looking in the XML for various things. And then when you go to record the console content, you'd have it maybe be less speculative on some things. I really think there's ways to marry the two together. I think I'm going to take a load of straw down to the pigs. Next. But it does now open them up to potentially be able to have 21 content in the channel early. To be able to play 21 and just, you know, have a general feel for things. So when it does come out and he does play on the console 21, he'll be that more up to speed and that more knowledgeable on the actual gameplay. See if this road should take us out to the main road here, the edge. Yeah, David, I guess that's, yeah. I mean, my advice is always do what you want with your channel. It's your channel. If people don't like it, well, they can either watch your stuff and not like it, or they could not watch your stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to live with yourself. Now, I'm going to be going out. Let me going out on a limb this year. We're going to be tossing a whole bunch of different weird, meaning not farm related, weird stuff into the channel. This month we're doing a whole bunch of Transport Fever 2 career gameplay, doing the career missions. Those videos get a mere fraction of the views. The Farm Sim mod videos get, the map videos get, and that the Emerald Coast videos get. But you know what? I don't care. I enjoyed putting them together. I'll put them out there. So in February, we're going to go for something completely different. I don't know. Gamble. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be putting it out there no matter what. No, not World of Warships. In fact, I thought about maybe next week. I think next week, at the end of this week. Probably on Saturday. Because I think Saturday is precisely 1 week before the start of February. Probably on Saturday I'll drop a video out that is kind of a preview of what's coming in February. There will be Farm Sim content. Farm Sim content will be kind of the staple of the channel throughout the year. Anchored with Emerald Coast for now. But other stuff will guest star, if you will, during different months. No. It is very much terrestrial based. I'd say it's transportation in nature, just not warships. I really wish I could put more Red Dead in the channel, but I can't capture it with Vulkan. And when I switch it to DX12, it crashes randomly on me. Let's see, who buys straw? Sell some straw. Which one of these is straw? One of those is straw. Let's go down the barn and just see what happens. Nope, not banished. DB, I'm not doing Twitch. I don't understand Twitch. Which reminds me too much of that, kind of like being in the in-crowded high school. It is confusing. I agree. So we've got 11 bales. Let's see what we get. 1,700 bucks. Won't be making our fortunes with straw. That's for sure. Yeah, the only reason I have a Twitch account is there's a couple folks that used to do YouTube videos that moved over to Twitch. Mostly when YouTube announced that they were changing their monetization policy. And the only time I even go to Twitch is if I get a notification that one of them is streaming. It's kind of funny because I saw the other day I've got some number of followers over there. I've never done anything. Just check. I think only two fields that are still ready to harvest are these three. I mean, seriously, they need to change these two colors. Probably just me. These two colors look way too much alike. Let's just check our animal. Check our animals here. Yo. Jump till tomorrow. He wasn't streaming there for a little bit. Stop. Then he went to stream the other day and his mic wouldn't work, he said. So he'll be back. All right. There we go. Now we can do our taters. Now we can get our pig food company, our pig food factory, machine, whatever you want to call it, up and running. Got a lot more ready to harvest now. Got the corn ready. I need to get a corn header. $17.25. $12.75. That's what I wanted. Well, he hasn't streamed for a while. saving a little time. And of course the potato harvester is nearly full already. Or already. There was a time where we split this field because we didn't own all the fields. And I wanted to get stuff ready for digs. That was before we cheated a bunch of money in. Let him get back to work so we can bring our harvester and our header up. You have nice visibility with this harvester. I still have traffic turned off. I could probably turn that back on. Raz was asking about a DLC earlier. And I'm thinking, you know, what are we really missing? Only a few things I can really think of that I think are truly missing. One of those things is small potato equipment. So small time potato harvesting equipment. Small scale, just small scale root crop stuff. And other things would be like classic, you know, more classic farming things. This monstrosity. Gosh, where are you going, dude? No, Tom, I haven't. That doesn't sound very fun. It sounds gimmicky. Things you do for views. Now, what I did do in 17, this was right after Seasons came out, is I was part of a Seasons challenge where we could only play with tractors that were like, I don't know, 120 horsepower, 150 horsepower. We could only have 2 hired helpers. And we had to play 3 game years. And basically it was, you know, several people were doing it, and it was basically how can you, you know, who can make the most money. And it was right when Seasons came out. Now in 17, we started our Emerald Coast gameplay in 17 with a chainsaw, pickup truck, and a chain, and that was it. Not a dime in our pocket. And I hold that that's a real start from scratch. Not this start from scratch where you have $500,000 of capital. It's called $500,000 capital starting. Then we continued the farm sim gameplay on Emerald Coast in 19 when that came out. And we basically set it up in such a way that it was really a continuation as best we could of the 17 game. So in essence, the Emerald Coast that we're playing today in Farm Sim 19 all goes back to the same, starting with an old C10 pickup truck and a chainsaw and 0 money in our pocket. Everything that we have in that gameplay is something we've earned. We didn't get any of it from starting capital or anything. Hey Sherry, what's up? Trying to think, well, this will be enough potatoes to get started with big food. Get this thing cranked up. Then we can buy some porkers. This tractor's light in the front. This load too. All right, so we've got thing is loaded with whole grain. I'm gonna put potatoes in it. I think it's got water. No, it needs water. Gosh. We get some water. That's good to hear, Sherry. No, I didn't load the water. Okay, we got a trailer up here. Grab a little bit from the river. Get this guy working again. Then we'll grab our trailer up there. Where's that? There's the little tractor. Oh, hit the trailer. Hit the trailer. Oh, we've got 20,000 liters of seed now. Nice. Won't have to make seed anymore for a while. Jump the bridge. This will get us going with pig food. Then we can buy some pigs. I think I'll get the breeder pigs. Usually I buy the fattening pigs. There we go. All right, let's go get some porkies. So let's see here. Get some. Ten of them. Water in. And we already have some pig food. We get another trailer of water. Well, that's going on. This again. Really wish this thing held more. I mean, I get why it doesn't hold more because potatoes are big. 10 o'clock express. Nope. Oh, I did, Sherry, but, well, I think you were too busy typing. Let that run for a while. Probably pull some pig food out of it later today. Oh, it was running. So what I find I'm a little curious about is how much pig food will we get out of that? If we put 20,000 liters of potatoes in and 20,000 liters of whole grain, are we going to get 40,000 liters of pig food out before we run out? Are we going to get more than that? Just have to wait and see, I guess. There we go. I'm not really a fan of potatoes. Normally wouldn't do them. But can make pig food out of them. Also, soybeans. Speaking of pig food, because I can make pig food out of soybeans. 2, 4, 10. Excellent. Excellent news, everybody. I'm gonna harvest me some soybeans. And we can get the soy milk factory up and running. And the soy milk factory makes pig food as a byproduct. Well, there's a whole bunch of soy dairy products, soy milk products. We need some place to put these potatoes. I have... Didn't put it in. I need to put that soybean root crop, well, not soybean, but potato root crop storage building in. Between now and the next stream. I really like the animation on this. It's pretty cool. Well, we'll find out next stream on the pig food. All that soybeans, it's going straight down there so we fill it up. guys, I think that's where we're going to leave it for the night. We'll be back on Tuesday, streaming on here. And I think we're going to stream, might stream Friday night. Kind of the map release eve, if you will. And then Saturday night, assuming the map is released Saturday night, probably be over on our multiplayer server, getting that fired up with Slovak Village. So until next time, happy farming.